Hello, Aries, take two. Had a mic check. I didn't turn the microphone on when I started your reading the first time. So we are starting over. Aries, meditate with clear quartz. Okay? You're probably going through a situation that is give and take, but you don't feel like you're receiving enough on this situation. So you may be in a situation where you're giving more than is coming back. So I want you to meditate with some clear quartz. Aries, welcome to your reading. This is Natural Connection with a Shaman. I'm your host, Shaman Odin Greywolf. And whether you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, or Venus, zodiacal or Western astrology, this reading, if you resonate, is for you. Aries, today's major oracle, the divine masculine card, is Achilles. This is telling us to become open with your relationship to vulnerability. So allow yourself chances to be vulnerable, but take it one step at a time. Ooh, serious earring. Not sure if that was you, Aries, but it says, I don't want to take it one step at a time. I want to let it all out at once. That's understandable, but it's a lot to handle. Hang on. Slow down. Just give me one more day, it says. And I'm seeing an owl with really, really tall. Actually, now it kind of looks like Odin's head helmet. Okay, Aries, I would love to do this back and forth with you all day, but I have to do the reading. So, your reading, examine your relationship with vulnerability. Cultivate environments in your life that provide time, space, and safe, supportive relationships. So, this means if you feel like you have to be strong all the time, you are not with your people. You're with people that don't resonate with who you truly are. Mm. Take your telepathy back. I'm busy. I'm doing your reading. I can't very well do your reading if you want to talk to me the whole time I'm doing your reading. Then it would just be you reading yourself, which is what me giving you a reading is, anyways. So I hate to do this, but I have to put the block on you for right now. I am not a vending machine. My telepathic energy is sacred to me. I know that Aries represents the crown chakra, and it's really cool that you know how to do telepathy too. But listen a little bit, open up, let somebody teach you something. Not all things have to come from your point of view, Aries. That's probably the lesson that so many who are trapped in ego can learn. You can learn from anybody. You can learn from a 2-year-old. You can learn from a vagrant. You can learn from a person with no education whatsoever. You can learn from people who can't read. You can learn from people who don't have degrees or brilliant intelligence. You have to shut your ego down to allow yourself to be open. That's why you're having this. You feel like you have to be too strong for everyone in your circle. That vulnerability you're trying to hide inside, it's going to hit you and collapse you if you don't take control now and find some peace where you can open up to your true self. Aries, I got some star dragon Right? Yeah, Star Dragon Oracle cards here for you. Let's get started with your reading. Time. Time. Things take time. Your shadow work should take time. That's why I do shadow work through the Goetia. That's 72 weeks to break it down, one tiny bit at a time. So you're not so overwhelmed with everything. Take your time. Patience, Aries. Right now, you're burning with passion, fiery energy. So you're either upset and fired up, or you're ready to create something, right? But the universe is asking you to have some patience. What do we got here? You're going through a rebirth. You have to give yourself a second chance in this matter. Okay? You see this? So, you're going through an ego death, right? And what comes after an ego death? The phoenix rises from the ashes. Your rebirth is going to come with you releasing everything you knew and starting over. That's why it's called a rebirth. You're born new, born free, born open to learn. Everything it's a tower moment. After the tower comes the greatest things in the world. Freedom, clear space, renewed energy. You're no longer tense. You're no longer angered. The world is now a beautiful place if you're open and receptive to it, which you're going to be. Whether you fight it or not, this is going to happen. I know. Some people who are watching this do think we're crazy. That's all right. We're not. So, it's time for you to start asking questions. Did you know that asking questions shows wisdom? Have you ever heard that old saying, the only stupid question is the one that wasn't asked? So if you want to get anywhere after this rebirth, it's time you start opening your mind, allowing people to explain things to you. Ask more questions rather than assume you already know. What I'm picking up from you is you absolutely do not know what's really going on, but your high ego is trying to tell you you know everything. That's not wisdom. That is absolute weakness. Let's get some Tantric Dakini Oracle and see what's going on with you here. Yeah, definitely going through a rebirth. You've probably already lost a whole bunch of stuff. It's time for you to meditate. Connect to earth. Something has died within you. Some kind of way of life has died within you, and you're ready for something new, but you're trying to be too pushy and demanding for it. The universe is calling you to sit in patience and figure this out through meditation. Calm your mind. Remember, you want to handle things with grace. Mother of pearl. Pearls take time. A grain of sand within the meditative mind begins. Over time, that is rotated and rotated, and mucus is added to it over and over and over again until it becomes a beautiful pearl. So, thank you. So, Aries, sit down, pull up a chair, start breathing, allow your thoughts to just be thoughts, and take your time with this transformation. See the beauty in it rather than the destruction. You're too busy focusing on what was lost. You're not seeing what is coming, what is being created. If you can find yourself in the humility and humbleness to meditate and allow things to come with patience, you'll see an island of jewels that comes out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, this beauty starts arising in your life. It's a gift from the cosmos. Mm-hmm. This gift that you're about to receive is a soul recall. Your memory is about to be reinstated with probably your past lives or your higher self. You're going to connect to your ascended self, is what I get. Your cosmic self. In alchemy, we would call this the cosmic egg is about to hatch. But you can't push it. If you push that egg, you ruin the whole process. You got to start all over. 11:11 when I said that. After this recall of memory, you'll start thinking with an abundance mindset. Abundance has come up a couple of times today, but not how you think. This isn't treasures, wealth, lifestyles of the rich and famous. This is learning that you already are wealthy. All the love, all the people who love you in your life, that's an abundance of love. All the food and clothing that you have and eaten up to this point has been in abundance. You never starved. You haven't starved, have you? Not lately. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. You just have to release some expectations on what you believe abundance to be. And then you can cut through the delusion and see your higher self connecting you. One more card and we'll get into some tarot. You're going to have to dive deep into this. Like, this just isn't a 5 or 10 minute meditation. Like I said, this is really, if you want this wish to fulfill, you want to step into your goddess self, goddess self, you're going to have to dive deep into your emotions. Do your shadow work. Admit to yourself your vulnerabilities. Stop trying to portray yourself as the strong, intelligent one. Once you lose all the intelligence that's been blocking you, you're ready to receive the actual truth and wisdom. Let's see what's going on with you in the tarot world. There's a step you're afraid to take, Moon card. And you're afraid to take it because it requires commitment. You'll never achieve Empress status if you don't make solid commitments. This news is coming in very fast for you. Whether you're a male or female, you have commitment issues. It's time for celebration. Join in this union. This is your 11:11. Whoever you're running from, right? Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Open up. Explain your vulnerabilities. Explain your fears and triggers one at a time. Be gentle. Take your time. Hold space. Let them hold space for you. Trust that this is going to work out. Meditate. Connect with your higher self. The divine feminine spirit is guiding you. You've been afraid of connecting with your divine feminine energy because you are on the defense, Aries. Divine feminine guidance came in upside down, which means you're resisting her guidance. Her guidance is telling you to do your shadow work. You know that this is the truth. Allow some generosity to come your way. Okay? Humble yourself to ask for help, in other words, so that you can remove this broken heart mentality. Remember, this is just a mentality. This is swords energy. This isn't cups energy. This is just a mentality. You are very defensive. You are very in and out. You can't sit still. Denying the youth that's inside of you, denying the inner joy of yourself, and probably more of an arrogant independent mind than a benevolent one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you definitely need to change. There are some things you just have to leave in the past and let it die. Your old self does not suit you any longer. Bring in some balance in your life, balance your stability, make a budget, plan your finances. Don't allow your emotions to get you out of control, impulse spending. If you step back and see the situation from afar, you'll see you have a lot going for you. Okay? You're probably just too close to the situation to see what's actually working in your favor. But you have things coming in. Start small, accept the offer. Make the right decision. Choose wisdom and intelligence, right? There's going to be some complications broken, and they won't be complications anymore. But instead, emotional fulfillment. All right, Aries, you are being guided to put down the competitive spirit and allow this to happen. Let's see what we got for messages for you. Angels and ancestors. Phoenix rebirth. Okay, here's a message. It's time you turn this challenge into some wisdom in your situation. How did your card tell you to tap into your wisdom? By asking questions. Admit that you don't know everything. That's how an alchemist can allow transformation of lead into gold. Your heavier, denser mentalities into optimistic, enlightened thought process. You might be a storyteller. You might, if you are able to allow wisdom to come to you and allow it to sink in, you might be able to bridge the gap of the ancestry to the new world through new stories. You could be a creator of stories or a keeper of stories. Remember, we have soul memory being recalled to you. But you've got to get out of your own way. Your pride and ego is holding you back. I mean, you tried to telepathically break through to me on your own reading that you clicked on the button for, right? What does that say about how your thought process is right now? Protect your soul's strength and tap into spirit. Let spirit be your guide. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you today, and I hope that was helpful. If you found these messages helpful to you in any way, please hit the like button. If you're a new follower or a new viewer, hit subscribe. click the notification bell. And if this reading, would help somebody that's an Aries in your life, send it to them. Stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Take care.